Welcome to the Pod Bay Door.
Hello out there in the verse. This is the Pod Bay Door. Please join us every Tuesday for informed discussions on new and upcoming movies, games, and tech. And if you love Las Vegas, stay tuned because as Vegas insiders, we can give you a unique perspective on its history, provide insider information, and reveal the unknown secrets of our town, Vegas. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. We're glad you're with us. And hey, if you get the chance, subscribe to us and give us a review on your favorite podcast platform. Also check in with us on our YouTube channel at the Pod Bay Door Podcast.
What is a podcast?
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
I've still got the greatest enthusiasm and confidence in the mission.
Why is the rum gone?
Hey guys, this is Jamey. Adam and Sam are with me in the studio. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Doing well. What's going on?
Fantastic. Hey, coming up on this episode, it's the show of lists. We want to know what's on yours, but we're going to, every segment that we have is going to be a list of some sort. So hopefully we'll have some fun with that. We have celebrities who, which is also a list, celebrities who made Vegas their final resting place. And like I said, it's going to be a list in the Topless Report, Nerd Alert, Gear Grinders, and Area 52. First off, I want to say thank you and hello to Chris with Faces and Aces podcast. Chris recently took a brief visit to Las Vegas, and we took a couple of seconds to talk to each other, and he's a really interesting guy. Again, that's Faces and Aces podcast. You can find those on find it on most of your podcast outlets. But we talked about many things. He's from LA. And he got a lot of perspective from me as far as the truth about Las Vegas. But the most interesting part about it is, and I feel comfortable talking about this because he put it out there on Twitter, the Twitterverse. On this trip, he was going to try marijuana for the first time.
Come to where? Well, I mean,
I don't know.
It's legal in California, right?
I don't
so
know.
he had to travel from LA to get his legal weed.
I guess so.
I guess
so.
He just wanted to do it in Sin City.
Yeah, but apparently he did that. I got a brief report.
I'm surprised that he actually got some because we're on like weed emergency. Did you hear about that?
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Nevada. For those of you who don't know, Nevada legalized recreational marijuana, and the dispensaries are now
a state of emergency. They said
they're open and going, right? They open to
they're opening and going, and then the thing is, the folks that supply the alcohol can now supply the marijuana too. So that's what's going on.
Well, great. It gives organized crime something to do, I guess.
Well, not only that, but like it was a little bait and switch situation where, due to the emergency now, technically the price can be raised up. So some dispensaries have raised up the prices, which is
supply and demand.
To communities.
Economics 101.
That's right. It's Reaganomics to the core. But it's Adam's right. It's actually an emergency. I mean, they're enacting governmental procedures to deal with this lack of supply. I think it's funny. So
it's funny. They were totally caught unaware. You know, they opened it on July 1st. 3-day weekend into July 4th.
Right.
And they didn't, learn anything from Colorado.
No. They all know better. It's all just money. It's just a money situation, dude. I think.
Yeah. I'm sure there's warehouses of it someplace, and like Sam said, they were just jacking the price up. But back to Chris. Chris, this was his first time. He decided to do it by vaping.
Oh, nice.
Which, I guess edibles are the most direct and the strongest from what I hear, and then smoking, and then vaping being the least intrusive version of it. And he ultimately did it because he had a hard time sleeping here. And unfortunately, though, from his report, it didn't do very much. In fact, it had no effect on him whatsoever to this point.
Which is strange. I'm not quite sure why that would work that way.
I don't know. But a big hello and thanks to Chris. Again, that's Faces and Aces podcast. We love the suggestions and comments coming in. I got a couple more for you. A short list, if you will. Jimbo Arkansas 42 commented. By the way, I love your screen names, guys. You're killing me.
I'm pretty sure that's my uncle.
Yeah, is it Jimbo? And they call my dad Jimbo. Yeah, this is the last person I heard they called Jimbo. Jimbo from Arkansas says, "Great show, guys." Hey, thanks, Jim. More talk about hot girls. Well, hot chicks. Yeah. We try to have them on the show. Right. And we try to talk about them as much as we can.
I mean, we have the Topless report.
Yeah, we have the Topless report, although there's been some dudes on it. I think there's dudes on this report this year. Yeah,
that's right. We're going to get to hot chicks, though.
Yeah.
We got a section for it.
We'll get the hot chicks. In fact, keep watching our YouTube channel, and you can see all the hot chicks. So we've had some great ones. Episode 13, my friend Carla and Cammie, the last one.
Jamey's worked with some cuties.
Yeah. But thanks, Jim, for the compliment. We will do our best for you. Cover your heart, indie. I love that. Cover your heart. And does anybody? You remember that? Sam? You remember that line?
Cover your heart.
Cover your heart, indie.
Oh yeah, from
Short Round.
Okay, yeah.
Short Round. Yeah, from
Indiana Jones and
Raiders. The second one. Yeah. Cover your heart, indie says Vegas isn't really a nerd town, is it? I will defer to Sam and Adam.
Is it? What do you think, Sam?
I have to say it is, dude. For all the current tournaments we have going on, and all the listing, and all the availability to all the nerds, you know what I mean? Like, we have a lot of choice out here to be nerdy about.
Well, I say we have a very transient, income of people that are nerdy, and so we have different things that are available to them. So it's a very nerdy town in some areas, very adult in other areas. So it depends. There's plenty of arcades to go to,
Well, to me, the question, obviously there's not enough information in the question, but to me, the parameters of nerddom are expanding. It's not just, you're a coder or you're a video game freak or you're a movie freak. I mean, you're all of those, plus you like board games, you like this, you like that. So, I mean, it's really hard to say. I think any town has the capabilities of being a nerd.
I mean, it's niche. It's niche just like anything else.
Yeah.
We have board game places and
Wait, Adam, did you say you found a board game place the other day?
Yeah, exactly.
Where you can
right next to my house. There's a shop you can go in and play one of 1,000 board games this guy has, and you just play a little entry fee.
It's a retail shop?
You can buy games or just you play what's available.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So kind of cool.
Because I was going to make the comment that they're few and far between. Unfortunately, the retail environment here in Las Vegas, mom and pop stores are still struggling.
Oh, sure.
And especially market-specific ones like comic
book stores.
Yeah, comic book stores and games. You know what? I think this qualifies as a nerd town. You have to absolutely separate it from the gaming environment.
We get conventions all the time,
Sure.
gaming conventions and board games and anime conventions.
So plus the fact that we have that one place called the Sci-Fi Center here in town.
Right.
And to do all the horror movies. And then we also have a couple places do the special Rocky Horror Picture Show night.
Right.
So I think we qualify for that term nerd.
Have you guys been to a Rocky Horror?
No.
Have you never been?
Never been.
Oh my gosh. I don't like it. It's fun. I don't like it because I don't like a movie interrupted, but I had to understand that these people were actually going to act the film on the floor in front of the screen. Yeah, it's bizarre.
It's interesting.
Oh, yeah, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. But no, I think we qualify. So cover your heart, indie. Yes. So come to Vegas and
yeah, you can get your nerd on, and just like anything else.
And Adam will show you around.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't forget though, after we're done, Adam will take you to the Denny's $200 breakfast.
There you go. A pancake wedding cake.
I was gonna say, does that include the wedding?
We've got to go.
If it's a nerd girl, I'm down.
Right. There you go. There you go.
Hit me up.
Well, since Jimbo mentioned hot naked people, we have the Topless report. Where are they naked now? This is a late entry. Adam had mentioned the EDC, Electric Daisy Carnival, which is the EDM, Electric Dance Music Festival here in Las Vegas. It was relatively successful. Obviously, it brings in thousands and tens of thousands of people. And you had mentioned there was a death.
One death, I believe.
But now there's 2.
Really?
Yes. A gentleman decided to take off his clothes, which is why he's in the Topless report. Climb up a porta potty, jump off the porta potty, and he broke his back and died.
Oh, he was trying to crowd surf or what?
I don't know what he was doing. No, because I don't know the configuration of the of EDC.
Right.
But
that would only make sense.
Yeah, he shimmied up there.
Nobody's like, I'm not catching that sweaty naked dude.
Yeah, what's funny though is they made a point of saying that he was naked prior to climbing it. He didn't climb up, take off his clothes, dive off, and die.
Oh, they had to be very specific on that detail.
Naked before he went up. So I hate to sound.
Must be all the mushrooms going around.
It must be. Must be. So there you go. There was a lot more nudity at EDC, but that was the only one that made it news apparently. Now this one is an interesting one. I didn't realize we had this here, but we have a nudist, which is apparently a passé term. But we have a nudist resort. Well, they'll say friendly. They call it a nude lifestyle friendly resort called the Sea Mountain One Love Temple.
Nice, not just
sounds very hippie.
Very flashy with that title.
Yeah. Oh, that's a throwback to the '60s. In fact, if John's listening, he'll absolutely be laughing. But the Sea Mountain One Love Temple nude lifestyle friendly resort.
It's a mouthful.
And apparently, for some guy who's not a radio star.
Thank you, Sam.
Apparently they are a full nudist-friendly resort.
Okay, here in Vegas.
Off of Sahara, not on the Strip. No kidding.
Yeah, you gotta have higher walls than the casinos. Right?
Yeah, and we have a lifestyle-friendly resort called the Artisan.
Okay.
And that one, enjoys all different walks of life. But I didn't realize we had a nudist one.
I didn't realize either.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, and
in the least, but
I absolutely don't want to go over there. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna add that to the list of.
Yeah.
What are we at?
Well, you know what? I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that as a transition.
There you go.
Here is the first list of the show. What are the 3 places you would never be caught naked? I'm going to say 1 is the Sea Mountain One Love Temple.
See, you stole my idea.
but Sam, you're conspicuously quiet when we got to where you've been naked.
Trying to think the place you never be caught. Definitely a funeral would be one of them. I mean, be kind of rude.
Wow.
You wouldn't funeral crash in your birthday suit?
Wow. You've never had relations with a girl at a funeral, Sam? Is that what you're telling us?
He's saving that for the miniature golf course.
A little intense in that moment.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
All right, Adam. Where's the first place? Adam. Well, Sam's got a good one, a funeral. Wow, I didn't even think of that.
We mentioned this on, I believe, the last podcast. The Green Door.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
no
swingers club here in
naked?
Vegas. Yeah, I wouldn't be naked there.
No, and Julia.
Yeah, that's true. There's enough Perel, plus
exactly. Yeah,
that's right. Julia chimed in on a text to me. She's a frequent guest, and yes, she confirms that that's not a place to be naked.
Negative. Yeah, get your own cushion, right?
Exactly. Anyway. You know what? I my list is sort of inclusive to the public. I would never be, and I'd never be naked in public. I don't believe I've been.
A good one would be definitely the Vegas pool. Ugh.
Well, see, I was thinking that, but you're in swim trunks in the water anyway. So. Yeah.
I mean, it's not quite like the little catfish that swims up your urethra and stays there.
Right.
But swim trunks aren't blocking any of the
gray water
slime. Yeah, the gray water.
Nice. They did a report. A majority of pools, like public pools, contain at least 2.0 grams of fecal matter.
Oh yeah. Oh well, I've seen that.
I'm sure you guys love that.
I've seen that governmental list. The tolerance list that they allow a certain percentage of flies' wings. And,
like 1 part per billion. But
yeah, well, still, I mean, I don't want no parts at all.
0 parts. Thank you.
All right, so funeral, public
in
swingers
general.
clubs.
I don't know.
Any bathroom.
Pretty modest, I guess.
You know, and I've had to change clothes for different reasons, and I'm irritated by that because you can't set anything down. You got to make everything hover because
fold everything and put it on the one clean spot.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. So
you better hope that bathroom door has a hook. That's all I got to say.
Exactly. So all right. So bathroom, public, funerals, and the green door.
Yep. That's pretty much
all right.
You got anything else there, Sam?
Yeah. What do you got, Sam? Anything else?
That's all I think of right now.
All right. And on the podcast, put your clothes on, Sam.
It's a good thing he's not on camera.
All right. Well, now it's time for Adam's going to take back over the nerd alert.
I wanted to start out with a little science news. I read that we as a people, not the USA, but I believe it was China, broke down a proton and actually teleported it into space. So step one of a million into getting the full-on Star Trek beam me up Scotty. But what happens is they broke down a proton and reassembled it into another proton of exactly the same one in space.
So a proton within a cellular structure.
Photon.
A photon. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they did this 900 times over the course of a day.
Okay.
So, it could lead to faster than light travel, faster than light communication, and what I heard of as an unhackable internet. And I know we kind of talked about this. It was kind of a vague term, but basically instead of sending data with zeros and ones, you send them with what is their quantum, whatever it is, and basically you just can't. It's impossible to hack it based on today's technology.
Okay.
Basically, it's very promising for the future.
Yeah, step one in a million, but promising could be very beginning of something cool.
I always find it interesting that our mental acuity is far past our actual abilities. We design and produce these wonderful films, Star Trek, Star Wars, Valerian, and yet
Rogue One.
My fantastic films, Sam. Are you making a change?
What?
We know Sam.
No, I was coughing.
Yeah.
And yet,
sci-fi has always pushed our technology and tablets today, or just what we saw in Star Trek 25 years ago.
Right. But we seem to go at a snail's pace, and mainly because we have so many other problems in our country that we can't. We want to take away money from NASA and not give it to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Instead
cool.
of.
Well, I think the issue was that they also want to figure out the selfie situation first, because you got to put a camera on every damn thing nowadays, so people can take a selfie on it.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be at some point we're going to watch the new Neil Armstrong taking a selfie on the moon, but that's.
I was gonna say you can't fake the moon landing if you don't have cameras.
That's
so.
right. That's right.
Anyway, so Overwatch been a huge game on PC, and now in the new esports arena that's expanding. Bob Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, is now getting into the esports arena, and has now bought a team and is part of the Overwatch League now.
Okay.
Full on like NBA, NFL type league for Overwatch.
Now is the team he purchased an American team?
It is. There's 7 teams in this league right now. One obviously out of New England. I don't have the list in front of me, but full on they're going to have salaries. They're going to be professionally paid esports athletes to play Overwatch.
Wow.
You believe that?
I'm sure it'll be the next team that Belichick will be coaching.
Yeah, I found it funny that somebody like Bob Kraft, who owns an NFL team, would even be interested in getting into this arena. But I mean, I guess that's the next possible moneymaker.
Well, I mean, I agree. Because I'm assuming Mr. Kraft he's the 50 plus. Right?
Oh, guaranteed.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because crotchety.
He doesn't know anything about Overwatch or
crotchety
esports,
old football dudes like Jones and this guy. They don't get it.
They're just looking about
they get the money
income, right?
Oh yeah, they get the money and the sponsorships.
I just thought it was interesting that they're gonna full on pay people salaries.
Now, is Overwatch the league? Is that American based or is that a global?
I think it's American based now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Interesting.
Well,
would you do that, Sam? Would you want to get paid to play Overwatch? That'd be easy, right?
I'm fine with that. Just man, I just hope there's not that many campers in these fucking tournaments. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Well, they'll have rules, no doubt.
I don't.
Oh, definitely.
Well, now you guys enjoy online play, or you don't?
Sure, depending on what game. I played Call of Duty for quite some years.
When I have time, and I'm sent a game with GameFly, which I find very convenient.
Yeah.
I never choose the online option. No. It's always
single player.
Single player. I
tend to like most of my video games with a storyline, so I'll get into like the God of Wars or Uncharted or something with a deep story, single player storyline.
Right.
But yeah, occasionally I've played Overwatch. I enjoy it.
Cool.
League of Legends.
Overwatch is a pretty good. It's pretty balanced, like with all the characters and the style that you play. But my biggest game for online would have to be Gears of War, just because I love the horde mode.
Yeah.
So it's you and 5 players, and you have to go through 50 waves of the monsters you have to defeat. And with the newest Gears of War 4, they actually balance out the AI. So the AI will remember your attack pattern and try to flank you.
So you can't just hole up in one little room and hope they all come in the same door?
Something like that. Depends on the level, because there's a couple levels where it's wide open. So you have to go to your box, right? And if you're the engineer, you have to create traps for them to run into. You have to kind of predetermine which way they're going to come at you. So, I mean, it always keeps you on your toes, and it's always fun. That's why I enjoy Gears of War, just because it's a bloody nightmare.
It sounds like you've put in some research and tactics into this game. You'd probably be good at it.
I think I did. Put in a little time, just a little bit.
So speaking of new games, the PS5 is now slated for 2019 release, which is only 2 years away.
But how far away was it from the PS4 release?
From PS3 to PS4?
Yeah. No. 4 to 5. When was 4 released?
That's a good question. Look it up.
I'll look it up right now.
It seems like I'm sure it's a lot longer than it seems, but it also seems that 5's coming out a little soon.
I would think the PS4's probably been out
for a long time,
3 or 4 years, maybe 4 or 5 years.
Really, that long? Now,
so.
See, because I don't think they've worked out the bugs in its compatibility backwards and forwards and whatnot.
All right, so here's the thing I read on it. It's PS5 is supposed to be backwards compatible to PS4.
But not through 3.
But not through 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically going to be an upgrade from PS4 Pro to PS5, and what they're waiting for is the 4K market to expand a little more.
Okay.
Obviously, it's not where they want now.
Yeah.
So hopefully in 2 years they're gonna get to a bigger area where they can push that a little harder.
Now, have you seen articles in? I thought I read something where that you no longer they hope to have this that where you no longer have to buy a new console. That when you buy a 5, when 6 comes along, you just upgrade it to 6.
Supposedly,
more like a PC.
They're talking about that a couple years back.
Yeah.
Hopefully it plays out that way, because the console's getting more and more expensive.
Right.
I just looked it up, Adam. November 15th, 2013 was the original release date for PS4.
2013. So it's only been out.
Say that again, Sam. 2000 what?
13.
Oh, 13. I thought you said 15. I'm like, 2 years is not enough.
Right.
So 13, 4 years. I guess so.
So it seems a little soon, but I think it's more along the lines of pushing another PS4, like Pro Plus, if you will.
Well, I think they, if they push the release at all faster, I think it was because the Nintendo Switch did well.
Right.
Well enough.
Yeah.
Well enough.
I don't think that 4K is big right now, though.
No.
And I don't know if in 2 years it's going to get to that point where they can rely on that to be their selling point.
I think the availability of 4K televisions, for example, is now within the mass market and within the mass market's understanding. Whereas the UHD TVs a lot of people didn't know what they were, what it was, what they needed to do it. Well, now I think most electronics consumers understand, okay, I need the TV. I need the stream to be 4K. Mm-hmm. I need to be my PS5 to be 4K, and I need a DVD player, Blu-ray player that plays 4K.
Right. Everything's got to match.
Yeah, everything's got to match. But no, being in the production arena, I have maybe one client that requests and wants a 4K presentation.
Over what you would do.
Over 1080. Now, is there a difference? Yeah, there's a difference. Is there a difference between 1080 and 720? Not so much. Not if you really don't have an eye for it. But I think they're being very hopeful. I don't think 4K consumerism is strong yet.
Do you think there's a big difference between Blu-ray and 4K? Because the picture on Blu-ray it's pretty crystal.
Yes.
Jump from one to the other. Doesn't necessarily need a new technology to run it.
All being ideal. If you have everything that's perfect, you have the TV, you have the Samsung has a really nice UHD Blu-ray player. If all being equal, is a Blu-ray current 1080 and a 4K, is there a difference? Yes. Yeah. The blacks are different. There's a contrast difference. There's a clarity difference. But is it enough to sell a person watching a movie? No.
Right.
No. Because
the only 4K really sells is the gaming part. At those gaming tournaments Adam's talking about, Overwatch, I'll bet you anything they'll be streaming 4K for sure. The gaming system and the television itself will be 4K for sure, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure that is going to be the standard. But if suddenly their stream crapped out and they had to go to a 1080 stream, everybody's going to be fine.
Right.
There's no play difference. There's no play difference.
But commercially, I don't think 4K is there yet, commercial wise.
Yeah.
As a normal consumer, it's just not there yet.
Yeah. So we'll see. PS5.
PS5 will probably be announced next year.
19.
Yeah. Yeah, 2019 is a tentative release date.
All right, well, that could change. Yeah.
We shall see. I know Jamie's excited about this one. Amazon Prime's putting out the Tick, which actually I heard they actually put out the first season as a trial season already.
Okay.
And they put out a trailer for it that I've seen. It looks fantastic.
I did see the trailer, and I you saw the cartoon version?
Oh yeah,
it's hysterical.
Did you guys watch the original other TV show by Patrick Warburton?
Oh yeah, he was great.
I wish he was
such a perfect character. Yeah, that was him to a T. So anybody that doesn't know the Tick, it was it was a '90s cartoon originally. I believe it was
in '90s.
Based on, it was a spoof of all the current superheroes. And
it was a satire show.
Yeah,
and
it was comedy.
It was made for kids, but more for adults. And I thought it was funny because, when you get the jokes, you're like, oh, that's an adult joke. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's basically Superman in an infant's body.
Yes.
Everything he comes on is relatively new. So I think he had something bad with his memory, he couldn't remember anything.
Couldn't remember anything.
So everything was new to him, and he was just funny and strong. He would beat people up and give all these funny one-liners, and
his catchphrase was "spoon."
Yes, that was his battle cry.
That's right.
Spoon, because he used to eat cereal or something, right?
Now I have a question.
And,
you made the note that it says Amazon Prime. Is it
correct?
Available only to Prime members?
I believe so. You have to have Prime in order to get to it.
Prime members only.
Oh, I feel special now.
Yeah, you have Prime.
I have Prime.
So you got to tell me how it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be,
all right.
Should be hilarious.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I really wish it was Warburton.
Oh, I know. He's so
Kronk is the Tick. It's fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. So on that note, we want to jump to the big screen. Sam and I saw Spiderman recently.
Yes.
We wanted to give our opinions about it.
Yeah. 38. What are they calling this?
This one's Spider-Man Homecoming.
But there's no number attached to it.
No number because
it's
kind of in
it's a redo.
The new universe. It's in the Marvel universe, right?
All right.
Spoilers. If anybody's listening and hasn't watched it, we may cover some stuff that you may not want to hear. Sam, what do you think? Because I know I have some. Some tedious.
Well, I understand your qualms, though. I understand where you're coming from with your bitterness, but it's understandable. You know what I mean?
I don't know that he's bitter.
Bitterness, yes.
Now you saw it together.
Yes,
you saw it with Sam.
Okay. Go ahead, Sam.
I would say I freaking enjoyed it. It's kind of you're kind of bummed out a little bit because it's a millennial Spider-Man. So,
hey! Don't steal my thunder. Just talk about what you liked about it.
So I'm saying all the positive parts.
There you go.
I'm the good cop. Okay,
there you go. Yeah.
All right, I'll be the good cop. Michael Keaton was amazing as
so
Vulture.
Good.
Oh, he was great as a bad guy. I loved it.
Yeah.
And I like his sidekick. Was it Nate? What's his name? Peter Parker's best friend?
Oh, Ned.
Ned.
Yeah.
Ned.
He
Yeah.
was the
Ned was
the
freaking
funny Asian
hilarious.
guy that they kind of stole from the Ultimate Spider-Man series, but it was Peter's best friend.
Yeah.
He stole every line in the movie that he was in. He was hilarious.
Yeah, he had a lot of good one-liners for sure.
Yeah.
And then I like the running joke about Aunt May being hot constantly. So I enjoy
They
that
have,
part.
It's still Tomei, right?
Yeah, Marissa
Tomei.
Tomei, and of course in Civil War everybody thought she was, a young hot Aunt May, and now in this movie it's a reoccurring theme. Like everybody's kind of hitting on her,
Well, yeah.
including Tony Stark, obviously.
I mean, you go from Sally Field to Tomei.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly. And so they made a running joke about it, which was
Right.
funny. What else you got?
I
Sam?
like I like how this one was we got to see like his flaws, a little bit, and how like he had to make hard choices. But I also like the suit. The suit was really cool. How they installed the AI in this one.
No.
And
Adam says
definitely.
no.
What's that?
Adam says no. Suit was bad.
Keep going. I'll
Well,
refute
I'm
that
trying to
one.
be the good guy here. I'm trying to be the good guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Adam's making me the good cop this time, so I'll be the good cop.
I gotcha.
Well, you ain't got a lie. I mean,
The love interest was there, the usual love interest, and then the twist wasn't a big fan of. But I mean, I'll let Adam take the rest at this point.
oh, you weren't a big
Yeah, I'll
fan of
chime
the
in.
twist. Okay, interesting. See, Sam's got a little bit of the negative in there.
Okay.
I like the movie. Don't get me wrong, but
Okay.
but as a Spider-Man fan since like the original animated series,
Right.
I've collected the comic cards. I'm super Spider-Man nerd.
Okay.
So I picked it apart a little bit. I still give it a 7 out of 10.
7. Okay.
But it earned some negative points for number one, the suit. I thought it was way too high tech. It was like
Okay.
Iron Man suit basically. It gave him a heads up. It showed him where all the bad guys
Yeah.
were. It basically took away his need for some of his own spider powers.
Oh, I gotcha. All right.
There was no spider sense in this movie.
no
no
Spidey
spider
sense.
sense. Nope.
Really? No
None at
tingling,
all.
no
So
hair
he
on the
got-
back of your neck?
So he got punched in the face and he fell on his face like 100 times, which I thought was dumb.
Okay.
He seemed more like a kick-ass.
Kick-ass. Love the film.
Yeah, but not Spider-Man. He seemed like he was falling down a lot.
Okay. All right.
What else did I have here? Keaton, he was badass. Loved
Yeah.
Keaton.
He's got
but,
some great films coming out, so I'm glad to hear that.
But he was way too smart, and he figured out that Peter Parker was Spider-Man like that in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Now, that's why Spider-Man wears a mask, right? So
Right.
his loved ones are protected. Nobody knows his identity.
Right.
Secret identity. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they ruined that.
Okay.
Well,
We should have put the glasses, the Superman Clark Kent glasses on. Nobody knows.
that only works in DC movies.
Apparently, yeah.
And although Ned was cool, the Asian friend,
Mhm.
all of his other friends were terrible.
Okay.
They made Flash Thompson, the jock that always beat up on
Right,
Peter.
right.
They made him into a skinny Indian smart kid.
Skinny Indian smart kid.
And
Okay.
more of a bully of privilege than a bully of
Okay.
physicality.
Now, the one question I have, that's all great information because I haven't seen the film, so I'll decide if I want to actually leave my house and go see the film. But my one question is that unfortunately, all of the Spider-Mans, Garfield, Maguire, now Holland. There's only 3 of them, right? Okay. Garfield and Maguire all were given the script where Spider-Man had to go through the sort of self-introspection, do I deserve this? Do I want the responsibility?
Mm-hmm.
And the sort of whiny, I don't know if I want to be a superhero. Did we do this with Holland, or did we avoid that?
In this one, he really
one
wanted
happened,
to jump into the action.
Yeah.
They really hammered into this one, him being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Okay.
Taking on all the small little crimes and
Right.
not really trying to save the whole planet,
Right.
just his one city.
Gotcha.
I liked about it.
They pulled the Uncle Ben card, with great Parker responsibility, but instead, it was Robert Downey Jr. or Iron Man saying, if you need the suit, or what's it? If you're nothing without the suit, then you don't deserve to be Spider-Man.
Okay.
That was, when he was arguing with Iron Man about having the suit.
Okay.
They kind of bypassed his whole origin story and the whole with
They
great
did.
power becomes great responsibility line.
Uh-huh.
And therefore they kind of made him into a little bit of a young millennial kind of whiner kid,
Oh,
along
boy.
with all his friends.
Oh, boy.
So I don't know. So he was good though. He was a good Peter Parker, but I thought he could have worked on the Spider-Man a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, It didn't sway me.
No.
I'll wait for DVD or Blu-ray.
It's probably up there. I still think Spider-Man 2 is my favorite.
Yeah. With Maguire.
With Maguire and Doc Ock.
Gotcha.
But this one's up there.
right.
Still pretty good. Go
All
check
right.
it out.
Well, that'll transition to who are your 3 favorite superheroes?
My 3 favorite superheroes.
Yes.
I will go with Superman.
Okay.
Obviously, I got a tattoo of Superman. Spider-Man, actually one of my favorites since I was growing up.
On your what, Adam?
On my arm, it's right there. Spider-Man. I always kind of, identified with Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Kind of a nerdy kid in high school. Didn't have any friends, but became, a superhero. Still had to figure out how to do that and be a kid at the same time.
Right.
And then my third was Donatello, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Wow.
Yeah, the smart guy. I kind of always identified with him.
But Michael Bay ruined that, huh?
Yeah, Michael Bay.
He just ruined
Don't
everything.
talk to me about Michael Bay.
Know. How about you, Sam? 3 favorite superheroes. What do you think?
Go with my classic Batman for sure.
God, you guys are just in a DC quagmire, aren't you?
Just a little bit. Well, because my second one is Wolverine.
Oh, better.
So
okay.
Batman, Wolverine, and then to match Adam, I'll go with Leonardo.
Okay. Nice.
Leonardo.
Nice.
Okay. Well, there is not a turtle on my list.
All right.
Yeah, sorry. Megan Fox.
Oh, I meant Leonardo the artist.
She's super. Mine are, Silver Surfer. Absolutely.
Nice.
All right.
Black Panther, which is going to enjoy a release very soon.
Yeah.
And Thor. I always thought Thor was a great. I love the mythology of it, Norse and otherwise. So I identified with all those when I was a child. And but yeah, Silver Surfer was always my absolute favorite. And actually across.
Is that because he could do anything?
No, because it wasn't the all-American guy. He was there was a mystique and a mystery to him, and there was an untapped power, and unfortunately he's a difficult one. They could do it really well now, but he's a difficult one, even with the Fantastic Four with Alba.
Right. Rise of the Silver
Surfer.
Yeah.
It just didn't do it.
Credit.
No, it didn't do it.
So
and he and Captain America flying. I mean, Human Torch flying.
That bummed me out. That Silver Surfer kind of bummed me out.
It bummed out the whole nerd nation. They're up in arms, which is
That's
fun.
why there was a reboot.
Yeah, but Silver Surfer, I'm really hoping that. The Marvel folks decide to put him back in there someplace, but I doubt it.
Actually, it would make sense though to bust out Silver Surfer during the Infinity War. It would totally make sense because all that drama in space.
It would.
They should show a little cameo of Galactus and Silver Surfer for sure.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
They're in space.
I know.
It'd be a good time to throw it in there.
I know.
Just a little Easter egg.
But they nailed Vision. I think they did. Vision was would be a real close fourth for me, but they nailed it. And I think Paul Bettany. Not only is that a career saver, but he did a great job.
I want to say a little side note back to Spider-Man was the AI in Spider-Man's suit was voiced by Jennifer Connelly.
Really?
Who's married to Paul Bettany, who was the voice of Iron Man's suit.
That's right.
Clever little
very nice
tidbit there.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, very
Speaking
cool.
of Marvel, right now it's the Disney X23 convention going on. Right now it's all the new stuff coming out.
Yes.
And yesterday they posted a statue of Thanos, and it looked very amazing. Like it looked really, really good.
Well,
Nice.
With the trailers, the leaks of Thanos, I've been thoroughly unimpressed. The head of Thanos, I think, is just. It's a mishmash of things that they've already done, so I'm hoping that he looks better soon.
Well, he can't be any worse than Apocalypse.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
at least Michael Bay's not touching it, so we're good.
That's right.
Damn, Skippy. Stay away from my movies, Michael Bay.
All right, that was the Nerd Alert. Thanks, Adam. The Concierge Chronicle this week is a continuation of the list. In fact, this is the big one. This is the big list. So we're gonna start it out. Number 1. Who are the 3 people, alive or dead, you would like to meet? And I'm going to stick you with that one, Adam. What do you think?
Okay. A couple of my heroes,
Yeah.
the Lees, Jim Lee and Stan Lee.
Okay.
You bastard! That was my list.
Nice.
Dirty bastard.
So obviously
That's okay. We can have crossover.
Stan Lee, the creator of everything Marvel.
Yeah.
And Jim Lee was, one of my favorite artists. He drew the 90s X-Men.
Right.
And the animated series. He, was hugely influential in my artist career,
Right.
And then also I put Tony Romo, whose jersey I'm wearing, just because he's like the quintessential Dallas quarterback that I would love to just seems
right.
like
that
cool guy.
one guy that's injured every
golf
year
with him or something.
Right.
Hey, you
Nice.
shut your face. Now
Now
that I've stolen your thunder, Sam, who do you got?
What do you got, Sam? Three. Alive or dead? Who do you want to meet?
Definitely Alex Ross, one of the artists
Nice.
I enjoy his
Nice.
artwork a lot.
He's
His style of artwork is semi-realistic. Like he'll have people come in and dress up as superheroes, and he does his drawings or oil paintings of these people. Folks can look it up online if they want, but definitely Alex Ross would be one of them.
Okay.
And since Adam took Jim Lee and Stan Lee, oh man, I have to go with not comic book related, definitely Anthony Bourdain.
Really?
He seems very interesting to talk to.
I'm sure
have
he's
a
got some
couple
interesting
drinks.
stories for sure.
I'm sure. I mean, his travel background is unparalleled.
Extensive.
Yeah.
But,
That's really interesting.
Sam wants to go eat with Anthony Bourdain.
Oh no,
that could be questionable, bro.
Hear his stories, dude. Like, I'm sure he has a lot of stories to share with.
He takes pictures of his food, though. It irritates me.
Right.
He shouldn't. He's too old.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, Jimmy, I should definitely meet the writers of Lost in, huh? Should I put that on my
There
list?
you go.
So they could tell you what the hell they were doing.
There were no writers. They just made it up everything.
My third person would definitely be Kevin Smith.
Nice.
Kevin
To me,
Smith.
he's very iconic to me. I enjoyed Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Clerks, of course. So definitely Kevin Smith.
I've been rewatching Entourage, and he's the constant source of jokes.
Really?
Yeah, it's, they treat. I'm sure it's because he's a friend of the show, but
they poke at him.
Yeah, they poke at him.
His movies are not great, and he admits to that. So
hey, he's there. He's in front of you.
Good old Silent Bob.
All right, let's see. John F. Kennedy for me, absolutely.
JFK.
Walt Disney. Walt Disney for sure. I think he was a
that
pioneer.
Would be a good one.
Yeah, and I think his business model and his creative model are still unmatched.
Yeah,
and
Disney rules the world right now.
Absolutely.
So.
Oh, the Mouse and the Waltons. That's, they own everything.
Yep.
And Roger Maris, the old Yankee home run hitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to him for many reasons, but
are you a Yankee fan?
Yankees and Raiders.
Why didn't I know that?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I'm still a Raiders fan in 2019.
The Yankees got that rookie Judge, I think Alex Judge.
Alex Judge.
Yeah. He's been smacking home runs left and right.
That's right. Well, yeah, we buy the best.
Yeah, right.
All right. All right, here we go. Number 2, who are your celebrity hall passes? Now,
what does that mean, Jamey?
What does that mean? That means if you're in a relationship or if you're not, these are the celebrities that if you were in the situation, you would be able to sleep with them.
No questions asked.
No questions
no
asked.
penalties.
Now the hall passes are reciprocal. So if you're married, you got to give your wife three
dudes. Hopefully I guess. Yeah, we'll see.
Hopefully, we'll see. But Sam,
if they were the same list,
that would be creepy. That'd be pretty cool though. I don't know. It depends on what kind of guy you're. Sam, who are your 3 hall passes?
I would definitely first one would be Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. God, I love her.
Yeah.
I actually had a huge crush on her back in the day.
Wow. I think you said that.
Yeah.
Is she not on your list, though?
She's not on my list currently.
All right. Jennifer Love Hewitt.
She's on my list.
The Ghost Whisperer. Is she the Ghost with terrible show?
Such a horrible show.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
but back on like Party of 5 days, she was incredibly hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sam.
Go ahead, Sam.
Number 2 would be Sofia Vergara.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Her voice doesn't get to you? Oh, my.
I know he can kick my ass. It's okay. But,
no,
she's pretty hot.
I'm
hey,
with you.
I'm with you on hot. She just sounds like Fran Drescher, man. You gotta like
Fran Drescher.
Yeah,
I
put
thought
a
Fran
sock in
Drescher
her.
was attractive.
yeah, exactly, but you just don't want to hear.
Well, I think some of that was an act. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then my number 3 would be Alexandra Daddario.
Yeah, that's a good one, Sam. I might have to throw that as an honorable mention on my list.
Yeah.
She was in Baywatch. She was also
Hell yeah.
in True Detective. What was she in with The Rock? What was the one in California and then everything was going to hell? The earthquakes and whatnot.
Oh,
You know the one.
oh yeah.
San Andreas.
San Andreas.
San Andreas.
Yeah, she was in that one too. Yeah, she's.
Well, no, the other woman in that, the co-star, Carla Gugino.
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
gosh.
I'd have to see her face. but yeah.
She's an honorable mention
Was
for
she
sure.
was she The Rock's wife in that one?
Oh yeah.
Sam?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Her ex-wife.
Yeah.
Ex-wife. Yeah.
Yeah, totally hot. She, in Baywatch, man, she was crazy hot. I would get the DVD just for her slow-mo runs.
That's great.
All
All right. So was that 3? Was that 3?
Yes,
Sam?
that's my 3.
Okay. Because that's all you're allotted, Sam. There's only 3.
Well, I mean, there's so many more, right, Sam? That's
Right.
It's a good list, though. I like that.
So many
so.
more in the world.
Right. Go ahead, Adam.
All right, so mine would start with Olivia Wilde.
Olivia. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's always come up with
House.
Yeah.
House and Tron.
Right.
She's just,
Right.
I don't know. She's got something going for me. Keira Knightley, my second
No,
one.
that's the same girl.
Yeah, pretty close. I like
Yeah.
them both. They're, and then lastly, Scarlett Johansson. She's just amazing.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yep.
Okay.
Black Widow.
All right. Well, I'm looking one up here because for some reason she has slipped my mind, but I'll give you my first one. Well, Adam knows my first one. Rosario Dawson.
Rosario. Yeah.
Rosario Dawson.
Nice.
So Rosario can stop by anytime she'd like, and I will make her dinner. So yeah, I love her in almost everything that she has done. I'm looking up one though. I gotta find her. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. Secondly, Natalie Z. Natalie Z. Do any of you know who Natalie Z
Is the last name Z? Just Z?
Z-E-A.
Z-E-A?
Z-E-A.
Natalie Z.
Natalie Z.
Yeah.
She was in, she was Raylan Givens' ex-wife in Justified.
Okay.
Okay. She was
I
in,
watched, I think, the first season.
what was that, what was the show with Kevin Bacon where he was, the Following?
Okay.
She played his ex-wife.
Shit, I never watched that one.
Yeah.
Let me see the picture.
So look up Natalie, right there. Right there. Yeah, Natalie Z. Oh, yeah. And lastly...
Oh, from
Definitely a cute
Justified.
blonde.
Gotcha.
I just said that,
yeah.
Sam. Justified. She played Raylan.
yeah.
She played. Oh God, what was her name? Well, she was Raylan Givens' ex-wife. And then lastly, unfortunately, this young lady is no longer with us, but she's always made my list. And recently, my runner-up for a person I'd like to meet is Prince. Prince used to be with a young lady named. Her name was Vanity. And yeah, look up Vanity, and she looks a great deal like Rosario Dawson.
Okay.
But
Jamie likes the unique.
yeah, a little bit of
ladies.
Latin,
Yeah,
a little bit of some mysterious, Persian kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Rosario Dawson, she'd probably kick your ass too.
Probably. Yeah. But okay, here we go. What are your 3 bucket list items? Now, bucket list is obviously when before you die. But things that you'd like to do. What do you want to do? Yeah.
I don't know. This one was tough for me because there's tons of things I haven't done yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Sam, where are you going to go with this one?
Hmm.
I think it's stuff on the random, like, oh man, yep, that should be on my bucket list. But I never write anything down.
Yeah.
Mine would definitely be running with the Bulls. One of them for sure.
Wow, Sam, you're a big guy, man. That might be difficult.
They might be
I know,
running the other
man.
way, Sam.
I know, man. We'll see.
You're gonna have to
But
get
running
you
the
in like
Bulls
a
always seemed very
hoverboard or
interesting to
something.
me.
Yeah, running
No,
with the
for
Bulls.
sure.
Pamplona.
Yeah.
Pamplona.
Yeah, that's
a
good
cool one.
yeah.
I didn't even think about that one. What else, Sam? What do you got?
Well, I don't want to say skydiving because I hate heights. I really do hate heights.
No, you've been skydiving.
See, yeah, I was gonna put that, but I've been skydiving.
Yeah.
And I would
More than once. Or no, just
no,
the
just
once.
the one time.
Just the once.
But it was great. I liked it a lot. I wouldn't necessarily want to do it again, but I
did
would
you-
check that off the list.
Did
for
you
sure.
do it tandem?
I did do tandem.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to go through a bunch of classes and stuff to actually jump by yourself.
Now, you were under the dude or on?
You're under the dude.
Under
yes.
the dude. Okay.
Correct.
Was it a guy?
It was a guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was fun, man.
Yeah.
It was shorter than it seemed, and the landing was nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay.
I would not bungee jump though. It's something I won't do.
I bungeed.
You bungeed before?
I did it when I was concierge.
I just don't see I don't see that one.
Bungee can be a little rough on you. It's a little that
A little twang at the end, just doesn't seem
it's like what they used to refer to
safe.
as the a short drop and a sudden stop.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like getting hung.
De-acceleration trauma.
Yeah, exactly. Cement poisoning. Yeah, for sure. But no, definitely. One of the things that I wanted to, basically what I want to do, my bucket list is, because I've done some great things in my life. I've hang gliding and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I want to visit places and just put my hand on it.
Right.
I want to put my hand.
Travel.
I've not been on the. I've not been to the pyramids, and all I want to do is just put my hand right on the pyramid.
Yeah.
When the tallest building in the world finally gets done and they're done topping it, I want to go to that top. I want to go to that building. It used to be in Sri Lanka. It used to be, Dubai. Used to be here. It used to be Dubai. Good Lord, I don't know where they're building another one now. But I want to go on the last tallest building.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you want to go to the roof or just to like?
No, I want to go on the outside.
Yeah.
I want to harness in.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
go on the outside.
Would you want to be
Yeah.
up in the
Would you
ancient
take the generic picture of the Leaning Tower where you're trying to hold it up?
No, no. In fact, no. No, I don't like the forced perspective stuff and the silly tourist things. I really don't like. In fact, most of the photographs that I take now, rarely have anybody in them because people ruin pictures. It's it's their fat faces smiling. I don't like it. I'm here to take a picture of a beautiful Leaning Tower of Pisa, not your fat face. So
and usually people don't want to be in pictures until you're trying to take one of the Leaning Tower, and then they're like, photobomb.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, I think I figured out number 2, which is definitely go check out Japan.
See, travel more. I would put that on my list.
Sam,
specific places, like the Colosseum in Rome and stuff like that. But travel in general would be on my list.
Yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely. The Colosseum. Well, as you know, I've been there.
Yeah.
It's absolutely worth going. It's in disrepair. As everything is in Italy, it seems like.
Sure.
But they're working
thousands of years old.
Yeah, but they're working on it. It looks good. And lastly, I want to be on the last undisturbed, unfished, unmarketed body of water. Wherever that water is, I want to see it.
Interesting.
Because
with global warming,
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. Exactly. All of our water.
Give it enough time, and Antarctica will be like one giant fucking pond. So
exactly. I want to see the things that may be gone when I'm gone.
Yeah.
So I think that's it.
Something that's going to live past your lifetime.
Yeah.
Or things that have been there since 100 lifetimes ago.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I believe there are spirits to things and energies to things, and I think that if you become a part of them, they stay with you. So hopefully that's true.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. All right, and last on our Concierge Chronicle list, the 2 guilty pleasure movies of all time for you. Now, guilty pleasure means that you want to, if this movie, it's a terrible film, there's a consensus, it's a terrible, crappy film, but you love it, and even if it comes up on television, even with advertisements,
right,
you'll watch.
Even if it's the last 10 minutes of the movie.
That's right.
You'll watch.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or you'll stick the DVD in for some reason and go to a different part and just watch that part. What is it? Sam, you're up.
I already went first on the last one. Someone else can go first.
Okay, Adam, you go first.
My first one would be Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
From like 1995 or whatever. Fucking love that movie.
Oh my gosh.
It's got
James Remar.
God,
he was in the next one.
Guy that played the Highlander.
Yes.
Christopher Lambert plays Raiden. Loved it. No, I don't know. That movie was so bad, but like I know every line of that movie.
I think Christopher Lambert is in probably most everyone's guilty pleasure
list.
Very true.
Totally.
All right. Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
That didn't even represent the game well.
I think it kind of did.
Although Scorpion, the
interesting.
Scorpion characters,
So
they were good.
Terrible,
All right,
terrible, but good at the
fair
same
enough.
time. And The Rock with Nick Cage
Sean Connery.
and Sean Connery.
Oh, that's
again,
Bruckheimer though. He doesn't ruin your life. He hasn't ruined your
No,
life.
Bruckheimer's still good with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Every time I watch that movie.
Okay.
Again, I know probably every line of that movie.
All right.
Nicolas Cage.
All right.
Yeah, he's not the greatest in the recently, but that was one of his best, man.
And
in my opinion.
another actor that disappeared that I enjoyed watching, Michael Biehn.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just gone. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know. You get old.
Right.
And Connery
He just fell out of his B-roll.
And Connery's been done for a long time. Yeah,
and Ed Harris.
Ed Harris, that's right. Ed Harris is coming back into something. I just saw him in a trailer or something.
Ed Harris was in freaking Westworld.
Oh, that's right. That's right. What a fantastic
He's the man
role.
in black, dude. He's the
So
best.
That's right.
So
that's
good.
right.
Westworld actually it won, well, not won, but has the most nominations for Emmys this year.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
hopefully they win one.
Oh, I imagine.
That'd be
so
nice.
good. Yeah, watch Westworld. It's
They
really
got shut out at not just shut out. They got just folded over and put in a box at the Golden Globes.
Really?
Yeah.
By who?
Everybody. No, they didn't win anything.
Really?
No.
Surprising.
Yeah.
It's a great
So
show.
okay, we'll back up here.
So Mortal Kombat
Mortal
and
Kombat
The Rock.
and The Rock.
I'll have to think of another. I got some
Mortal
other ones.
Kombat absolutely qualifies.
Yeah, The Rock.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, 'cause
a lot of people do
got some
think
good
that's
actors.
a crappy film.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like it. So,
Yeah.
but I like it. I love it.
All right, Sam.
I'll think of another one though.
You
There's
got a
plenty of
couple?
them.
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh, well,
the first
shoot.
one's gonna be Hot Rod.
Oh, I fucking hate that movie. Excuse my language.
You're welcome, Adam.
Okay, remind me. I'm
was
not seeing Hot
Andy Samberg.
Oh, anything he produces, I can't stand.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't like his.
He
humor
plays
at all.
like a race car wannabe. I don't even know. I've seen it like half a
Oh,
time.
now I
He's
know.
actually-
Now I
he's
know what
actually
you're
a
talking
biker.
about.
He's
I
actually
got
a
you.
No,
biker,
biker,
okay?
yeah. I
On
literally,
bicycle.
that's probably my second hated movie of all time, next to Napoleon Dynamite.
Wow.
Wow,
Okay.
Adam, those are strong words.
Yeah,
Strong words,
yeah,
Adam.
yeah. Come at me, bro.
All right, well then.
And second,
Then-
Hot Rod.
My second one's gonna be either Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh
or,
yeah, you would.
Or it's gonna be Armageddon.
Okay, I will take Armageddon.
That's a tough one because I mean that was universally enjoyed, but a lot of people say it's a terrible film. But a lot of people, the people that say it's a terrible film are usually the ones that are trying to make an artistic statement. It's a good film, but so really, Armageddon.
Yeah, because like if Armageddon's on TV, I'll watch it no matter what. It's just a thing.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, my two are less popular. In fact, they're not popular at all, although one of them is currently on HBO. My first one is Barbed Wire with Pam Anderson.
Pam Anderson.
Not as bad
Good
as you
stuff.
think it is. It's not bad, and she looks amazing.
It's probably terrible.
It's not a good film. It's not a good film.
I'm willing to bet that it's gotten worse with time.
I don't think so. I just watched it. I did. I just watched it. She looks amazing.
Right.
I mean, she had like a 21-inch waist at the
Right.
time, and I mean, she looked the best she could ever look. She's the only blonde, really, in general that I the classic blonde that I liked. I thought she was great. She's not a great actress and actor, and she knows. But
And
it's
that
a
movie wasn't trying
it's a
to
comic
be
book film.
anything. Yeah,
It's a
that it
comic
wasn't.
book film. So I mean, she's right there in the comic book arena. And the second one is one that I'm sure no one has ever seen. I'm probably one of three people that have seen it. Starring Don Johnson and Mickey Rourke.
Okay, I haven't seen this one.
Yes, and oh gosh, one of the wrestlers. I can't remember his name right now, but Harley Davidson.
Must be John Cena.
And
Can't see it.
Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yes.
Sam has seen it. One of
You need
two
to
of
see
three.
that.
Two
You
of
need
three.
to see that. I will give you the Blu-ray. Blu-ray special edition.
4K.
I meant to
4K.
bring you John Wick 2, by the way.
That's right. That's right. 4K. No, I don't believe so, Sam. They're not going to upscale that one.
What year did that one come out, Jamie?
Oh my gosh, Sam.
Had to been 80s, right?
Find out what year that movie was. Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man.
I'm guessing 83.
91.
No way.
91.
You're wrong, Adam.
Is it really 91?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I'm surprised.
Well, I'm surprised it made it in the 90s.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And it featured Daniel Baldwin. Don't forget.
Daniel. Well,
I mean, of course.
There you go. That moves it into popular. I don't know. No, and then Sam, do me a favor. I can't remember the name of the wrestler. It was Big. Oh God, what was his name?
Big John Studd.
Big John Studd. Do you know that wrestler?
I have no idea who that is.
You guys don't follow. Do you follow wrestling?
Used to at that time.
Yeah, Big John Studd.
I don't know who that is.
Big John Studd. Absolutely terrible film, but honest to God, every time it comes on, I want to watch it because it's got some classic lines. Mainly Don Johnson's speech as he's playing pool. Anybody who's a pool enthusiast.
I have to look that up, I guess.
Oh yeah, playing billiards. Fantastic. But that was great, guys. I love the list. I'll remember those next time we have a list party.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right, now in Gear Grinders, I'm going to give this to Adam because he told me that the minute I mentioned that in the pre-show, in the rundown, he said he had them in his mind immediately. He didn't even have to think about it. No. So we're going to give that to Adam.
Yeah.
Each of these items, the question is, what are the 3 worst things you can do at the blackjack table to piss off players?
Oh, so easy.
Yes. Now I have my own as a player, but I never dealt cards, but I'm going to give this to Adam. So
you want me to start, or should you?
I have none. This is all you.
So
all you.
All right. So hit or stay on 12. Do one or the other, and don't ever change. Okay, don't ever change.
That's right.
All right. If there's a 6 up and you have a 2 up, you either hit it every time or you stay every time. All right. You start changing shit up, people are going to be pissed off at you.
So that blows the teeth right off your gear.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
So trust me, any player that sees you like doing things against the book.
Yeah.
They just come unglued.
Yeah, right.
It's the strangest thing.
And they're usually on first or third base, right?
Third base was one of my other ones.
Okay, yeah.
So if you're playing third base, which is the last person or player to act,
yes,
know what you're doing.
Yes.
Because if you take a card from the dealer that would have busted him, the entire table will kill you.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing that's like a no.
Now, before you get to the third one, how many times it makes me laugh every time I see it because I still see it and I don't even play anymore.
Yeah.
Where some schmuck sits down on third base and he just glows like he's going to do something stupid.
Right.
And the entire table
just gets up.
They leave. I love it.
Or after one dumb mistake.
Yes.
Like splitting a 20.
Yes.
Which is my third one. If you take 2 10s and split them and make 2 hands, you will immediately make everybody get up and leave.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like you've ruined your perfect winning hand.
All right.
And you've made 2 losers.
All right.
I hope the dealer takes it.
I hope you burst into flame.
And you'll notice, like you said, if somebody fucks up,
burn in hell.
Yeah. If somebody fucks up on the table, you'll see people get up and leave.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah, go ahead.
You give me 2, at least 2, if not 3, because this is a list show. Yes. Give me 3 things to do on a blackjack table that are bad luck.
That are bad luck. Okay. Bad luck. Number 1.
Oh, he's got these. Yeah. Sam, he's ready.
Counting your chip stack.
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay. As soon as you do that.
Not shuffling, counting.
No, counting. As soon as you're like, oh, what am I at?
Yeah.
Then you're going to lose.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Unless you're just you're depressingly looking at your $5 check.
What am I going to do with this? Talking any kind of shit to the dealer is bad luck.
Did he do that?
Yeah.
Really?
I had a guy tell me one time, can you please stop talking? I just want to play cards.
Oh, my gosh, really?
In a way ruder way than that.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
You should punch him in the face.
Wow.
I'm not going to say that. All right. So there's no real way to cheat in blackjack. All right? There's no dealing from the bottom or no. But there's a spirit to it. All right. And if you fuck with the dealer, they're going to take your money.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Unless you get lucky.
Now, I think I've asked you this before, where you were in general. Now, they didn't send you in as such, and they certainly didn't call you this, but you were kind of a cooler.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I was a little bit of a house dealer.
Yeah.
So they would send me up to the high limit table.
Oh, okay.
To clear these people out.
Yeah.
Especially if they wanted to close down a table.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were ice, man.
Okay. That's pretty cool, you bro.
All right.
It was pretty cool. But the bad thing about that is the hot chicks that would sit down and play too, I would take their money too, and they would leave.
See?
Yeah.
That's
so
terrible.
Yeah, it's a win-lose.
Terrible being good at your job, isn't it?
I didn't get paid commission, so, it's not like I was getting, anything off the top from killing people. What else? Bad luck. That's
bad luck.
There's a lot of superstition.
Dumping a drink. Is that just irritating?
No,
that's
dumping a drink's just irritating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Blowing smoke in your face, is that bad luck?
Getting up in the middle.
I think that's just irritating again, Sam.
Getting up in the middle of a shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad luck.
In the middle of a shoe. Oh, yes, okay.
Because it changes the shoe rotation.
Yeah. And you should know that, though, as a player.
Right.
You should know that.
Some people don't.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of superstition going around.
Yeah.
Gamblers are a weird bunch.
Yeah, they are.
Anything that, somebody got up from a table, the dealer looked at him funny, he cut too thin, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in fact, I had an idea. We're going to include this in an upcoming podcast. The superstitions. I love that subject, and especially dice. Have you ever watched the guys,
blowing on the dice? Well, no, doing a routine, or
choosing their dice.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who haven't played dice or haven't been in Las Vegas, you're given a bowl, for lack of a better term.
That's exactly what it's called.
Yeah, and it's they push the bowl out, and you choose 2 of 6 die in the bowl. Well, there are guys that do little dances, and they blow smoke, and they have a drink, and they have their girlfriend, rub their head, and then they choose their dice, and that's not even the end of the show.
Oh no!
Then they take the 2 dice, and I love the ones where they
want to put it in a certain number so they can throw it right.
Yes, or the ones that choose the 2 after this little show, they choose the 2 dice, put them on the felt, and then back away. And they were like, there they are.
They're like,
there are my dice.
You gotta stare at them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to do a whole show on superstitions.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a fantastic one. All right. Well, now we go to Area 52. I got a good one. Area 52 is a list again. Who is buried, and yes, I mean underground, in Las Vegas? Who has decided to make Las Vegas their final resting place? Interesting list of folks.
I find this interesting because, before you do the list.
Yes, no, go ahead.
A lot of people have maybe overdosed or died here, and then been shipped back to their home. But these people on the list, I've actually seen and met a couple of these people.
I have too.
So yeah, go ahead. It's very interesting.
Well, number one, these are in no particular order, just the most interesting ones, and this is certainly not the end of the list. These are just the ones that I took note of. Tony Curtis, Jamey Lee's father, had an amazing funeral.
Yeah,
the procession was miles long, and they put him. It was classic Hollywood Las Vegas stuff. But Tony Curtis, Red Fox, the comedian, yeah, from Sanford and Son. I'm so totally putting the Sanford and Son music in there right there. Harry James. Now, do either of you know who Harry James is?
Off the top of my head,
Sam, Harry James. You're going to be wrong.
No idea.
Harry James was a classic big band leader. He was a wonderful trumpet player.
Okay.
Yeah. So
nice.
He was buried here.
My dad was a trumpet player.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you still do it?
Still got his trumpet. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. I played sax in the high school band.
Yep.
Yeah. I still have mine. Karate Kid's Pat Morita.
That's one that I've met. Yeah. Actually.
Did you meet him?
Yeah.
Really?
Why? He came into the Green Valley Ranch Theater a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's interesting. No, he passed away. Sonny Liston, the famous boxer. I'm actually looking at a picture of him right here in the studio.
Was he from Vegas?
I don't know that he was from Vegas. I don't believe so. I think he was from the East Coast, but he ended up being buried here. Pancho Gonzalez, the tennis player.
I don't know that one.
Classic tennis. Way before... do you know Arthur Ashe?
I know the name.
Yeah, and then way before...
I know there's an Arthur Ashe Award.
There's also an... yes, and there's the Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York where they play the U.S. Open.
Okay.
Yeah, but Pancho was way before that. Albert Collins, for those of you that are jazz fans and in general, he was a wonderful guitar player. He decided to end it all here. Not end it all.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait.
He decided to stay here after he was dead. And a person that I have met, Danny Gans.
Yeah,
Danny Gans was an amazing voice impressionist and voice actor. His life was cut down far too short, but did a great show here at the Mirage.
I was going to say he had a long-time show here. Right?
Yeah. And he was a golf fanatic. I mean, he was just a crazy golfer. But he and Steve Wynn, back when Steve was still involved in the Mirage, they were good, wonderful friends. But I don't remember from what he died, but he passed away far too young. And then lastly, the actor, Zakes Mokai.
I'd have to see a picture on that one.
Yeah, no, I can't. I think right
What's
now,
he been in?
Everything in the early films. I mean, he's been acting since the '60s. How
do you spell that? I'm looking up.
Zakes, and it's Mokae.
Okay.
Zak here. Here you go. But we are going to try to have probably, I don't know, we'll try to schedule and format a couple of these list shows. It's a lot of fun for us. And maybe I'll even coincide the next Las Vegas special with the Las Vegas lists. You got a few today. So we have being a concierge and former concierge and a former dealer, we can make some amazing lists. And then Sam, of course, being involved in the limousine business as long as he was, I'm sure his list is far more disgusting than ours. But
our gear grinders list, is pretty extensive.
Gonna need more Pharrell. That's all. For my list.
There you go. There you go. But well, thank you everybody for tuning in, and for Sam and Adam, I really appreciate everybody downloading and subscribing. Check in with us on all of your favorite podcast stuff. Adam, thanks again.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, guys.
And Sam, remote again. Sam is a call in, but we're going to get you back in the studio soon, I hope. Yes?
Yes, very soon. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, folks. You take care. We will talk to you next week. Thanks to everyone listening and watching. You can catch the Pod Bay Door on the Podbean app or any of your favorite podcast apps, including iTunes, Google Play, TuneIn, and Stitcher Radio. You can watch the show on our YouTube channel at the Pod Bay Door Podcast. Please download, like, and subscribe. Our social connectivity screen is coming up. Check in with us on Facebook, Twitter, and WordPress. The Pod Bay Door is closed and talent is out. Hey everybody, thank you very much for tuning into the show. We would love to hear your show suggestions and comments. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, please click to subscribe. You can also connect with us on Facebook using @PBD Podcast, on Twitter using @TPBD Podcast, and on WordPress at thepodbaydoor.wordpress.com.